Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook.
Why can't I catch the ball, bro? Every time I play, you don't let me catch the fucking ball.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run this one in. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. With just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. All fighting off the defender. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game.
And guys, man, complete. Touchdown, LA. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days in Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McKinnon now going to try the left side. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get 4 there, now to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try the left side. McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the lead up to 14.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know...
And now here's another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown,
Stop hitting people.
Kansas City.
Stop hitting people. Stop hitting people.
Nicole Hardman with
People don't got to
touchdown
keep telling you
number
to stop
8
hitting
on the
people.
year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Here's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught left side by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs,
Their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.